Ain't nobody see it. You look like a old.
Yo. We tapped in. We going live. What's she at? You chimed in. Okay. Quick invite. Okay. What's happening? I don't see. Alright, we tapped in, y'all. Tune in, turn up. Every Wednesday we tuned in and turned up. You feel me? I'm waiting on my co-host. Shit. Crazy. Hey, what's happening, everybody out there in your TikTok world? 504, what's happening with you? What's happening with you, 504? You good today? Well, we good, man. We eating today. Eating good. Eating good today, you feel me? For real. Hey, Dynamite. Hello, how you doing, Dynamite? Dynamite in the building. Lord willing. What's happening? I'm gonna just go ahead and get started, man, because I'm waiting. I don't know what's yet. But I just want to know from y'all. Do y'all think relationship starts with lust or love? Like, what in your mind, how do you feel like a relationship starts? The man you met or the woman you met, how do you feel like it started? Was it somebody that you felt like, hey, this is somebody I could have in my life, or were you physically attracted to them first? How did that relationship start? Chime in with me, let me know. I just feel like as a man and a woman, I think a lot of relationships, a lot of things we do are solely built on the lust of our eyes. And lust, we so filled with lust that we end up making bad decisions. You was told you look like what? What you look like? What you were told you look like? See that, man? See, a lot of times we base our relationship on how physically somebody look. You know what I mean? That's what we base it on. See, for me, I used to base my relationships off how somebody looked too. Until I realized after a few months, after a few weeks, after a few days, after a few years, boy, them looks go out the window, boy. You better stop leading. You better stop choosing people based off how they look. Like, people might look at me, I might look so kind and gentle, but I'm not that. So, you know, you can't be deceived by how people look, man. For real, for real. Hey, I gotta see what the mind, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people just make decisions based off what they see. I told y'all on Sunday, I said the eyes tell lies. So you basing decisions off what you see. You're gonna get tricked and fooled every time. Every time. So what's going on out there, man? How many of y'all basing y'all relationships off lust instead of love? Why you staying in a relationship with that man or that woman and you know they ain't no good for you? Do you love that man or that woman, or you just lusting after them? That's the real question. Hey, Rashida says that you're not live. If you're single, build that relationship with God and learn how to love yourself first. I agree. I agree. But a lot of us make decisions based off of what we see. And that's the problem, because sometimes when you look at yourself, like you might look at yourself in the mirror. I try to invite you as a host, but you're not live. No, I said, no, I was going to invite, no, I'm saying as a host, not just, no, as a host. Yeah. So you my co-host. No, what I'm saying there, a lot of times we look at ourselves, and your stomach might be bigger than you want it to. You know what I'm saying? Like you might not look the way you want to look, and therefore you don't love yourself because you don't look the way you want to look. And I agree with Kay. Build a relationship with God, and then you know yourself. But a lot of us ain't satisfied with ourselves, so we don't even love ourselves because we're not satisfied with our stomach. We're not satisfied with certain things, and that's what causes us not to be able to love ourselves because we're so busy focused on lusting. You know what I mean? The lust of your eyes will deceive you. So that's what I see. What's happening? What's happening?
What's happening? What you over there smacking on?
Hey, Caramel, what it do, man? Caramel in the building. What's happening with you, man?
Hey guys, I know I was out last week. Apologize for my absence.
We ain't
How did it
listen.
go?
Now you was here last week, wasn't you?
Mm-mm.
The week before last.
Week before last, I was here.
Okay, yeah. So Caramel, my new gangster boo. Just to update you, Caramel,
Okay.
she my new gangster
She got your
boo.
back.
She my new gangster boo. Caramel, my new gangster boo. So I'm just letting you update and letting you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw your live on Sunday, and I was like, okay, look at my check that boy out. He out here killing it.
Gotta say what they say in the country. They say, "Tell the truth, shame the devil."
Well, listen, if you lying, you flying.
No,
And if
no.
I'm lying, I'm flying, but I ain't flying. My feet's still on the ground.
Listen, if you walking, you talking. That's right. That's right. You walking,
But
you
yeah,
talking.
you did your thing though. I was like, okay.
That ain't, you know what, see, that ain't even me. That's just a
Yeah.
spirit. Like I can't even take credit for that.
Mhm.
Cause 9 times out of 10, when I talk, I have to go back and listen to it and be like, man, I needed to hear this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it ain't even me for real.
Mhm. Well, it was a good word. I appreciated it.
You're welcome. All day, every day.
You ain't ever answered my question. What you eating?
I'm eating.
It ain't vegan.
What you mean it ain't vegan? I made some Puerto Rican. You know I'm Puerto Rican, so I made Puerto Rican beans, ground turkey, white rice. I put garlic in there, carrots in there.
Okay. Okay, so you had some meat in there.
Ground turkey. I had ground turkey. I don't do ground beef. I had ground turkey in here.
Why y'all say ground beef gotta be meat?
And
If it's a animal, it's a meat.
I had ground turkey in here and salad. So I'm eating healthy today because I'm getting ready for my wife. And my wife watching right now. I'm letting you know I know how to cook rice. Look at my rice. My rice tight. It ain't loose. My rice is tight, boy.
I feel you.
Yeah.
What we got today?
I want to tap in with everybody. I know the topic you said.
Mhm.
But I want to ask everybody: are relationships built on lust or love? That's another question I want to
I
ask.
love that. I love that question.
So we can start off with your question though.
Well, I feel like you start kicking it off with our relationships built on lust or love is a good place to start because we can expound on that a little bit more into what I was asking about.
Okay, so for me, I want to know your opinion. Are relationships built on lust or love?
So this might sound a little controversial, but I do think initially relationships are built on lust.
Okay.
They are definitely built on whether or not you have an attraction, a physical attraction. I feel like if it's a physical attraction, that's in the area of lust, right? Because it's a desire,
Right.
you know, that you have based on how someone looks or the aesthetic or
Right.
whatever it is that is drawing your eye to that person.
Right.
That's coming from a spirit of lust.
Okay. Now, is it possible to see somebody and be attracted to that person because you love the way they look? You're not lusting after them, but you love what you see. Is it possible?
Listen, how are we measuring love these days at this point? Because you saying you love what you see, I still say that's still coming from a lustful place.
Okay. All right.
It's
So
like, ooh, I like what I see. It looks good. Ooh, but that's still from a lustful place. Like I truly admire someone who has, and even if it's not the anatomy, right?
right.
Like the obvious anatomical things.
Right.
It could be something like, oh, I like,
Really?
the way that their muscles are formed on their forearms or their biceps, triceps, whatever like that. What?
Now I'm listening to you.
But yeah, no, I was just saying, like, it could be that you don't love the obvious thing or you don't lust after the obvious thing. But I still see all of it. If it's something from the eye, it's coming from a place of lust.
Okay. My gangster boo says she Puerto Rican too. Hey, shout out my new gangster boo. She Puerto Rican too, for
Ooh,
real.
caramel.
Caramel says she Puerto Rican too. Like Aliba, I like Bamba, I like
She said
Bamba.
she like what you like.
And she
She
like,
is what
hey,
you are.
hey, listen though, but for real though, all jokes aside, the way I think about it is like this. I feel like when you look at yourself, do you lust after yourself or do you love yourself?
No, I love myself because I have flaws. I can see my flaws.
I'm saying, but when you admire yourself, are you admiring out of lust or out of love?
No, I would say it comes from a place of love, but it's not like a physical thing about myself. You know what I mean? It's more of like what's internal.
So you don't look at just so be real and everybody out here watching. So you don't look at yourself and admire certain parts of you physically. Cause I see your pictures and some of your pictures are very admirable. So I got a question. So when you look at yourself, do you admire certain physical features of yourself?
But yes, I have learned to admire and love and appreciate those things about myself.
Is that lusting or love?
Now, you know why I would say love, and this is why. So I think from a young age,
Right.
those things were there, and those were things that I had been. Okay, you could classify it as teasing, right? But I really think it was more of a way of like, the little boy might like you in the class. He might hit you
Right.
instead of just coming out and saying like, hey, I like you.
Right.
So it was things like people would, or I should say boys would tease me about. And so it made me sort of retreat within myself and not like those things at the time because of the backlash, I guess you should say, I was getting at that time.
Right.
The poor attention
Right.
towards it. But it was something I had to embrace later in life. Like, no, I'm not going to allow this experience to shape how I feel about myself.
Right. For sure.
Yeah.
So why can't I look at a woman and say I love what I no I'm just asking. Why I can't look at a woman? No, I'm just asking. Why I can't look at a woman and say I love what I see? Like it's not lust, Because that's what I want to know. Because sometimes I've looked at a woman and didn't lust after her, really. But I just really it's just something about her that just drew me to her. So that's why I want to know, like, how does every relationship builds off lust? because I've been in positions where it wasn't.
Okay.
So that's what I want to know. Am something wrong with me? Cause cause I know most people build off lust. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
So
I don't. It sounds like at least in the situations where you went into a relationship where you, well, I don't even want to call it a relationship. Maybe you became familiar with someone who you were attracted to, physically,
right.
but you were not planning to ever allow that relationship to move beyond a friendship. But it sounds like you're saying like you could at least see that person and find something attractive about them,
Right.
and say, hey, that's something that I love in a woman that I'm interested in. I just don't necessarily love it about you. Well, I'm not love it about you, but I'm not looking at you in that way to where you want more than just a friendship.
Well, Jay say ain't nothing wrong with me. I appreciate you. I appreciate the love and the support and letting me know that there's nothing wrong with me. Cause I just sometimes no seriously. Sometimes my partners used to tell me, bro, you tripping. Like you supposed to be on this chick. This chick on you. She see how this girl look. Woo 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 woo. And I'd be like, nah, but I like this one. And they'd be like, this one look better than this one. But I like, bro, it's just something about this one. So that's why I want to know. And that all the and there's relationships, but to expound on what you saying. Like maybe there's a sense of similarity, of familiarity. I'm not saying it
What
right.
you got in that red cup?
Maybe it's a sense of familiarity that allows me.
We checking cups now. Check in with me now. Come on.
Maybe it's a sense of that attracts me to the certain woman. Hey, Sweet Delicious in the building.
Hey.
That attracts me to that certain woman, or maybe for you, or attracts you to that man. So I just feel like end of the day, I think all the relationships that I built starting with lust has failed. All the ones that I built starting with love has failed as well. So.
Well, dang.
They both failed. So
Jeez,
like,
I was
shit.
hoping for a
Yeah,
miracle.
I know you were waiting.
A quarterback sneak or something.
Fourth down and long, boy. Fourth down and long.
Listen. He ain't advancing, huh?
Trying to tell you. No, but seriously, like, I just think there has to be some kind of a balance. Like, even if you lust after somebody, you have to really be able to decipher between the two. You know what I mean? Some people be thinking it's love, and it be lust.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? How do you think people can confuse the two? Like, what's your opinion on that?
I think people confuse lust with love because they basing it off of their experience. You only lust after something you've experienced.
Yeah.
I think the true love comes from something that you have never experienced.
Why do you think so?
Because you're going to lust and desire something that you've had already. But if you never had it, you're giving it a real chance. That means you love it. That means you really want it.
Hey, Angel.
Jay said my relationships failed so you could meet your true person. I agree with that. I received that. But I really feel like lust comes from just experiences, and love comes from opportunities for new experience.
But I wanna, okay, so just to dive in, hey Nadesh, dive in a little deeper, and check out Nadesh's new pic. I said,
what Nala J got going on?
Her picture looks beautiful.
Nala J
because the other one was like kind of far away. I couldn't really see what she looked like.
Nala J be trying, boy. She be trying. I ain't gonna hold you.
She ain't even trying hard at all.
She trying.
You're welcome.
She trying.
But yeah, but I don't feel like you fully answered that question.
About what?
That was a roundabout way. It was very nicely said. However, I don't feel like you answered the question.
About
I asked you what was the difference between lust and love.
Initially, I think the difference between lust and love is you have an experience, so you want that. Like you can't lust for something you never had. And I think love is something that is a new experience, something that you want to have.
Okay.
But I do think lust is something that you're willing to have regardless of what it costs you. I think lust, even with love, like love, if you want love enough, you're gonna deal with certain things.
Yeah.
But I think lust is, I think lust, I think the only reason why people stay in situations that's hurting them is because of the lust. And even if it's not just lust of a sexual lust, it might be a lust of appreciation, a lust of
Mhm.
validation, a lust of companionship. Like you don't
Mhm.
really love the person, you just lusting for the companionship. You just lusting for that finances. You just lusting for that title. So I think lust has different variations of presenting itself. It's not always
Okay.
in a lustful sexual manner. Sometimes I think it's in a emotional manner or mental manner.
You know what? You said something very interesting. I like that. Let it soak in.
So again, let it seep in. For real.
Yeah, because I think when people think of lust, they only look at it in a. I mean, I guess it could all be classified as lascivious, right? But more in a sexual manner versus all the other things that you pointed out.
Yeah, because like I said, a lot of times people look at lust as just something sexual, but lust is, I mean, anything. Lust is anything you want so bad that you're willing to risk something for.
Mm.
So you might be willing to risk.
So is that considered quid pro quo?
What you mean?
Exchanging something for something?
I think that what lust is, and I think lust has no limitation, which means it has no cost. Like you would give
Mm-hmm.
everything you got to have it. That's the way I feel. Like
Lust?
lust. I think love has a limitation.
Mm.
I don't think lust have a limitation.
Okay, so why do you think there's a difference with the two? And why would you think that lust doesn't have any limits and then love does? But I feel like people sort of switch it and say it's the other way around,
Yes,
right?
correct. And I
Okay,
had
so why do you think it's the way you explained it?
and I had to sit down and think about it. I said, okay, hey Mark, what's happening, man? Tap in. Hey Mark, pay attention. Just in case you lusting, I want you to pay attention. What lust will do to you, man, for real.
Mhm.
So I think with lust, I say lust has no limitation because no matter what it takes, you gonna do that. I mean, no matter what it takes, you gonna do that. And you're not even doing it for the other person. You're doing it for your own desire.
Mhm.
Love, on the other hand, whatever you do is for the other person.
Mhm.
So that's why I say lust has no limitation, but love does.
Hmm. So does that classify as like conditional love though?
Any kind of love.
Well, when I'm saying when you said love has a limitation,
Love,
I was just asking.
love has a limitation because even in the Bible it say God correct those he loves. So there's a
Okay.
limitation.
Oh, okay. So sorry,
Yeah.
blind moment because now I understand what you're saying. Okay, I get
So
it.
love has limitations, which means you're not even like you love your children, but you're not gonna let
Mhm.
them keep cursing, talking to you, yelling at you, and screaming
Right.
at you. You're gonna say, hold on.
Mhm.
Lust, on the other hand, if a woman treating you any kind of way, a man treating you kind of way, you're gonna deal with it because you want what you want. As long as you get what
Mhm.
you want, you're gonna deal with it. But I just why I say lust have no limitation. That's why a man will work all week and then go to the strip club at the end of the week and spend all his check.
Yeah.
Cause lust have no limitation.
Mhm.
I got a friend of
Okay.
mine. He just got kicked out
Mhm.
of his house. He just got kicked out of his house. Now he homeless. And he said,
Mhm.
I love that girl. Nah, bro, you were lusting after that girl. Because if you love that girl, you either A, would have removed yourself out of her life when she showed you she didn't want you, or B, you
Yeah.
would have tightened up.
Mhm.
So it ain't love, it's lust. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, how do you think people can shift from being lustful to actually inviting? So not necessarily seeking love, but inviting it in.
I think if you started off with lust, the only way to get love is to really get to know that person that you're dating. Because the person you're dating is going to be the person that decides whether you love them or not.
Yeah.
Their actions going to decide that. Lust, it has nothing to do with the person. It got everything to do with you. Because you, like I said, that's why you can see a woman today. You can see a woman today, red bone, dark skin, brown skin, white, and she's gorgeous. And you can end up getting that woman, but then turn around and meet a woman who look horrible and still sleep with that woman, because it's not about the woman, it's about your own desire. So that's why I think lust. Why I think lust have you in a complete different state than you need to be in.
Yeah. So what do you think of people who believe that there's a reason why you need to love someone?
I think it is.
Why do you think so?
I think it's a reason you gotta love somebody, because especially in a relationship, you can't let somebody just treat you any kind of way and just say, I love them so much, I'm not gonna leave them. That's not even biblical, because even in the Bible, if you don't follow God's word, he send you to hell, right? So it's only in this world where somebody can mistreat you and abuse you and mistreat you and do you wrong, and you say, I love them so much that I'm willing to stay here and stick it out with them. No, God don't even do that.
Does God not love everybody?
God love everybody, but God loves everybody, but the love God has for you is giving you an opportunity. That's what love. He's giving you an opportunity to change your ways. If you don't, it's gonna be consequences. So how you gonna say, I love this man so much, I love this woman so much, I'm willing to stay in there with them, and no matter through thick and thin, but they mistreating you, lying to you, hitting on you, and nah, man.
Well, see, I think we have a difference of opinion. I think what you're hitting on is boundaries, right? You're hitting on things that you need to be firm on, so that somebody's not taking advantage of you.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, from a heart space, do you have to have a reason to love somebody?
Yes, you do.
Well, I disagree.
Yeah, go ahead. Say your reason. Say your.
I mean, my reason is, listen,
Speak your truth.
if you have a reason to love someone, that very reason could be the same reason why you, quote unquote, don't love that person, because they're no longer exhibiting that quality or that thing that you say you love about them.
Right.
So if you say, I love Scar because Scar is a hardworking person, he's dedicated, he's committed. Well, what happens if Scar has an issue that comes up that he's not able to do those things anymore? So then you're not going to love him because he can't do those things?
First of all, if you love anybody based off what they can do and not who they are, you're going to encounter that all the time. But
that's my point.
but if you say, I love Scar because he's a loving person, and then I turn around and end up being what word can I use? I turn around being I could assault you or something, and I'm punching on you. You still gonna say you still gonna stay in love with me because I'm a loving person?
I think there's a difference between being in, quote unquote, in love, and then just loving from a God-centered space. Yeah, you can love someone, still have love for somebody. That doesn't mean that you need to be with that person if they're being abusive.
If I ain't with you, I don't love you. No, I'm just saying, relationship wise, if I'm with a woman.
Right, I'm not saying that, Scar. I think we're saying the same thing.
Listen, what I'm saying is, I feel like you see, like you just said. You said if I stop working, will you stop loving me because I stopped working? But what I'm saying is, if you base your love off of what somebody doing rather than who they are, that's really lust. That ain't love.
Yes, we saying the same thing.
No, we not. No, no, we not. But go ahead. I agree with you though.
No, we are, because basically my whole point
Right.
is, in essence, right, and who we are as a soul,
No.
not what we can do for anybody. I'm speaking on the premise that a lot of people will use. They'll say the reason why they love someone is because of the things that they can do for them.
Right.
Not because of who they are.
Okay.
So that's why I was saying, like, we are saying the same thing. But
Yeah, I agree with that.
there's a little bit of a difference with me in that you said, listen, if that person is out of my life, I don't love them anymore.
No.
Okay, so you saying something different now?
No, I'm saying no. I'm saying you're right. No,
Okay.
If I'm not dating a woman no more, she's not in my life. Why I still love a woman I'm not dating? Who calls me chaos and calls me mischief and why do you still love a man? Any woman out there, why y'all still love a man who mistreated you and did you wrong and didn't try to make things right with you? How could you say, oh, I'm not with him, but I still love him? Do you know every time I hear that?
Mm-hmm.
You know every time I hear that, like every time I hear a woman say, oh, my baby daddy, I ain't with him, but I still love him. Or my ex-wife, I ain't with her, but I still love him. Bro, you see how crazy you sound? Do y'all know how crazy?
I understand what you're saying.
Do y'all know how?
I feel like you're looking at it from a
Rashida.
romantic
Rashida.
standpoint, and it doesn't have to be love. Doesn't have to be romance. Do you love your sister romantically? No.
I can't. But what I'm saying, she ain't my sister. He ain't your brother. So what love you talking about?
You my brother.
No, what I'm saying, what love are you talking about? When you speaking on an ex-husband, an ex-wife, an ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, what kind of love we talking about? It can't be
We
brother.
talk
It can't.
about all the loves, though.
But it can't be.
That's what I'm trying to say, though, Scar.
Okay, I'm talking
all
about
of the
in
loves.
the aspect of relationship love. Let's talk about relationship.
Okay, so exclude everything else and only relationship love.
Relationship love. How can you still love somebody you no longer with?
No, I agree. Like I said, the in love part. No.
Tootie, what's happening, Tootie? You said love. You said say it again. You said no with the love part.
I said the in love. Like, you really wanting to be with this person. You desire more to be there. You want to grow together. You want to cultivate, a firm foundation with this person. You want to build. No, that all of those things go away when that person is no longer in a relationship with you.
Right.
Well, at least it should, right?
No, you're right. Hey, pure news in the building. Pure news in the building.
Yeah, but those things should go away.
Right.
If you're not in a relationship with that person any longer.
I can't. Rashida, I'm sorry. Like, if you ain't my partner no more, I can't love you. Like, if you ain't my dog, I can't love you like my brother. If we ain't rocking, like, if you ain't, listen, my woman.
So you said it's beef after that. So you beefing with a whole lot of people right now.
It ain't beef, but I can't love you, man. Like, after we done had our issue, you done stole from me, lied to me, tricked me, and then trying to make it right. I love you in Christ. We talk about God love, but I'm talking about relationship. Nah, but we talking about relationship. We're here talking about relationship. We ain't talking about religious stuff. Talking about relationship. I cannot love you as a relationship.
I said what I said.
I'm just saying, anybody out there who wronged me watching this, I don't love you.
I said what I said. I do still feel like you can have God's love for somebody that you're no longer in a relationship with. It doesn't mean that you need to have contact with that person. It doesn't mean that you need to have an ongoing friendship. None of the ships. You don't need to have that, but you can still have a love for that person just as a fellow soul.
Like God, so you got to expound on this. Is it you talking about God's? Because you just said God's love. You didn't say God's love before. You talking about God's love or regular love?
Scar.
Yeah.
I said that from the beginning. Then you said no. We only talk about relationship love.
I got it on YouTube. I'm gonna rewind it and see exactly what you said.
So then you said cut it. You said cut out the God love thing, and only talk about relationships. And I said, okay, yes, I agree that when it comes to someone that you're no longer with and you don't have that relationship, you don't desire the relationship any longer, then that kind of romantic love, that in love, that needs to go away and fall by the wayside.
Okay, so
So I agree with you.
okay, so let me ask you a question then.
Yes.
If a woman divorces her husband,
Mhm.
or a woman breaks up with her boyfriend, is it okay if she says she still love him, but we not together? I still love him, but do you think that's okay?
And honestly, it depends on how she says it. If she says, I'm
Bullshit.
still in love with him, I still desire to
It's
be
that
with him.
bullshit, man.
If this was right, if that was right, then we could have worked it out. Yeah, then that means that she still desires something from
So
that connection.
is it okay?
I don't think that it's necessary to say, to be honest with you.
Is it okay to say? That's what I'm asking you. Is it okay for a woman to say, I'm not with my baby daddy, I'm not with my boyfriend, but I still love him? What kind of shit? What kind of stuff is that?
All right, you know what,
What
Scar?
kind of shit is that?
Scar, I'm going to let you have that.
I'm just saying, man. Yo, you know the amount of times I heard that. You know how crazy that sound. I'm not with him no more. I'm not with my ex-husband, but I still love him though. What?
Yeah. Well, you know, those people are very
Confused.
mature.
They're very
They're a little bit
confused.
mature than I am.
When people confused, I don't want no parts of it. Straight up.
But listen,
How you
we
trying
always
to
said
get?
an ex is an
How
ex
you
on
trying to
me.
get with me, but you still love him? How I'm trying to get with you and I still love her? That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Sound
Well,
crazy
okay,
as hell.
so Scar, you in the hot seat. I hope
Hey,
you got the fish grease ready.
I just got done eating. I told you my Puerto
You
Rican.
got-
I just got done eating my Puerto Rican beans and rice and salad.
Is
I'm ready.
throw the fish in the frying pan.
Go ahead.
You about to jump out the window on this now.
Go ahead.
Is there anybody
I plead the fifth, man. I plead the fifth. Hey, don't make me lie now.
let's not go down that road unless you're trying to go.
Hey, come on. Come with it. Come with it.
Is there anyone?
Yes.
Okay. You understand my question, right?
I'm listening.
Is there anyone that you are no longer in a relationship with, connection with, situationship, have it on any of the ships with that you still love?
No. Hell no. No. Hell no. No.
So fast. Listen.
Mm-mm. No. There's no, listen to me. There's no woman that I ever been in a relationship with that I still love. No.
I said any of the ships.
No. If we're no longer that, no. And well, like you said, love of God, yeah. But we ain't
Okay.
talking about love of God. We talking about human love, no.
Okay.
No.
All right. I just wanted to.
Hey, Rashida, check this out. Pure News said in love and loving someone is two different things. How?
Sorry, that's what we're talking about right now. You said God's love and
But
human
we not
love.
talking about God's love, man. We talking about love as a human being.
But she said the same thing. She said in love and loving someone is two different things. She's basically saying there's the in love is the romantic, the human side, and to love someone, that's the God side.
Let me ask you, Pure News, can you please expound on what you just said? Please explain. Are you talking about God's love, or are you talking about a human love? Like human loving somebody and romantically in love with somebody. What you talking about? Cause I know Pure Nude personally, and I know she ain't talking about God. So tell me tell me what you talking about, Pure Nude.
Yeah. Well, maybe her own understanding of.
She ain't talking about God. I know that much. And she put a laughing face because she know darn well she ain't talking about God. I know her like, yeah.
Okay.
For real.
Well,
Oh, she
I
said
don't.
yes,
I'm not. I don't know that young lady, but
she
I
said
would
yes, she
say.
is. Oh man, never mind, never mind.
Wait,
Everybody
she
can.
said. She said. Listen, she was talking about the same thing.
Everybody thought in the robot today. It's all good. But I feel personally that love you cannot love somebody who you no longer in a relationship with. I just
Not even God's love.
yes, with the love of Christ, yes, but outside of that, no.
Well, I agree with that, Scar. I
I know
never
you. I know
said.
you agree. I ain't saying you disagree.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's what I'm just saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot
Yeah.
of
I mean,
but
because
Rashida, but you still ain't answer my question.
what's your question?
My question was, let me get. My question was, is it okay for a man to come to you and tell you, I'm no longer with my wife, my baby mama, but I still love her though? Hold on. Do you think this man is talking about God's love when he say that?
Scar, I'm going to have to agree with you on that.
I'm saying, ask the question. Is it okay?
No.
Thank you.
It
Okay.
be, sometimes it be a little. I'm not gonna lie. It be hard for me to agree
Ask,
with you. But
answer
you
the
damn
question.
right though.
It ain't okay. And it's just like Pure News say, do I love my friends? Yeah, I love my friends. But as soon as we no longer friends, I no longer love you as a friend. Straight up. Ain't no love. Ain't no love. Nah.
Yeah.
Ain't no love. It's God love, but ain't no love. Ain't no Scar love.
Right.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Jay Harris say no. I'm trying to tell you, nah. Anytime I hear a woman tell me I'm not with him no more, I love him though. We just can't be together. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I was talking to one of these psychopath women over here, right? Straight,
Psychopath.
straight psychopath. I'm talking to her. She says, hey, Pure Nude, I'm gonna get to that. Hold on. She says her husband lied to her, manipulated her, verbally a B used her,
Uh-huh.
just broke her down, but she still love him though. What? What? Hold on. So he manipulated you, cheated on you, lied to you, AB used you,
Yeah.
talked down on you, discouraged you, but you still love him though?
Well, now was she saying it like?
We
Now
wasn't
I guess it doesn't really matter, right? But
it don't
either
matter.
way, yeah,
We
yeah.
wasn't at
No, I
church.
agree. I think there is some internal work that she still has
Right.
to do.
She's a psychopath. We wasn't in
Well,
church.
I don't want to go that far and call her that, but I'll say
I'ma call
that
her.
she does have to do some internal work
Yeah.
to get herself to a place where she feels better about herself. Because
Yeah, she a psychopath.
yeah, because if you are still in love, because it sounded like she was saying she was in love with that person that did those things to her.
That's crazy.
She really, yeah, she needs some help.
That's crazy.
But maybe you could have been the person
To
to
do what?
not
Person
necessarily
what?
be her rehabilitation,
Person to do what?
but point that out to her.
Point what out? I told her you sound crazy. That's what I did point it out. You sound like a psychopath. What are you talking about? How this man did you like this and you still love him though? Like what you talking about, fam? Like come on, B.
Yeah.
Like my partner just got kicked out of his house. Talking about he still love me. What? Huh?
Right.
Nigga, you sound crazy. Nah. Anyway, Pure No asked me. She say, "So you not friends with your ex?" I'm gonna tell you the truth. To be honest, can I be honest?
Yeah.
Can I be honest?
Well, now when we first started, Scar, before you answer that question, when we first started, you very much were friends with your ex. You said it on here.
I'm no longer friends with my ex.
Really?
No.
Okay, so what changed?
Just that.
When I told you that an ex should be left in the past?
Hey, listen. Hey. I was at the studio the other day and I hit him with the two fingers. They said you doing the color purple on the nigga. For real, you doing this. You doing the color purple on that ass. Nah, but
I could have sworn I told do that from the jump.
Nah, but see, you gotta understand. Me and my ex was friends before we got into a relationship. That's why I said we were friends. But
Yeah.
as I start evolving and building, I said, "No, we ain't friends no more. I'm not friends with her no more. I'm more like a brother and sisters in Christ. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like it's more of. It's not really no friendship because a friend don't treat another friend the way she treat me, or how I treat her. That's not how friends act.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I'm looking for a place to stay. So a friend, if you know I'm looking for a place to stay, you know I'm recovering from my stroke, you're gonna open up your door to me. Especially if you know I helped you, especially if I'm helping you currently. So we can't be friends. How are we friends?
Yeah.
How how we friends if I got music dropping, I got stuff I'm posting, and you're not sharing it, you're not spreading the word? How we friends? So we not friends. No, we not. And pure new to answer your question, no, we're not friends. Maybe before this podcast that me and Rashida started, we was friends. But as time went along, as I started speaking and listening, no, we not friends. I'm not friends with none of my exes. They don't call me, check up on me every day. When they get money, they don't share money with me. Like, if I'm in time of need, they not reaching out to me and say, hey, come stay with me for however long you want. They're not doing that. So no, we not friends. No. AJ Harris, I ain't schooling nobody unless they paying tuition. I ain't gonna school nobody unless they got a scholarship or they paying tuition. I'm not listening. Let me tell you something. One thing I know and two things for sure. I'm not gonna play the role of somebody, boyfriend or man, to help them heal themselves. Them days over with.
Yeah.
You're not
No,
gonna
I
use
agree
me
with
to.
you
You're
there,
not gonna
Carl.
use me to heal.
Yeah.
Nah.
I was just asking if you were like pointing that out to her and
Yeah.
making it known. That's all.
I said you sound
Somebody
crazy. I said
somebody just needs somebody else to point it out to them because they couldn't see it.
I ain't the one. I'm not the one. I'm not going to be the one pointing out your issues that you have in your life. Cause where do that lead me? So now I can't enjoy my time because now I'm focused on your problem. Like that sounds crazy.
Well, I'm not saying to focus on somebody else's problems. I'm just saying like if they're gonna be around you.
They gotta get from around me then. Cause I ain't the one. I'm not. Listen. Let me tell you. Anybody watching me right now. Let me take my hat off. Anybody watching me right now. You see me? Look at me. I'm not the one you can come crawling to help save you. Only Jesus can save you, and 911. If you need to call anybody, call on Jesus. If Jesus don't answer, call 911. And if 911 don't answer, call me and leave a voicemail. Straight up.
Oh my God.
I'm keeping it real. Rashida, one thing I told myself, I said I'm tired of playing the boyfriend role to these women.
Yeah.
We go out on dates once in a while. We talk on the phone once in a while. We text once in a while. I'm tired of playing a boyfriend role and getting no benefit from it. Just like these women, I know they tired. I know y'all women watching. Y'all tired of playing the girlfriend role and getting no benefits. That's crazy. I ain't doing that.
Okay, so how are you working on? Well, I don't want to say work, but how have you shifted that in your life? What are you doing differently now?
What you mean?
Playing the role, like you said, you don't want to play the role.
I don't play the role. The way I shifted is I don't be talking too much. Like I'm not gonna be. And you know I appreciate Pure New because she always used to tell me stop being so available to everybody. So I stopped being so available to people who I can't benefit from in regards to a relationship. Yeah. Like I'm not going to be going on dates and hanging out with this woman and traveling to see this woman and doing all this just to go back home and want to jack off. I ain't doing that. I'm not finna be whacking off like I ain't. What sense would that make? I ain't doing that.
Productive to add to that comment.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, I'm not finna be hanging out with a woman, giving her a good time. She's out with me. I'm a vibe. Like any woman that I chill, any woman that I vibe with a day, they tell me I'm a vibe. We go somewhere, I'm a vibe. Why would I keep giving a vibe to all these different women, but yet not benefiting nothing from them? That don't even make sense.
So then, what's your goal right now? I mean, are you not open to friendships or
My goal,
in your?
my goal right now is to build my relationship with a Pacific woman. I'm not looking to have friends, 20 different women friends. For what?
Yeah.
Do you know how old I am?
Yep.
I'm 40 years old, y'all. I'm 40 years old, B. Listen, come on, man. I've done so much in my life. I slept with so many women in my life. Like, fam, how many more women can I sleep with?
Well, I wasn't saying that. I'm just
I'm
saying
just saying, I'm
like.
just talking about for me. I ain't saying you. I'm saying for me. So it's like, why do I need more friends?
Okay.
Unless they breaking bread. I'm saying unless we business partners. That's it. But why I keep needing more friends so I can keep counseling them and calling them and texting them, making sure they're all right. They need something. They gonna call me for what?
Well, you learning.
I'm learning. Like I'm serious. I'm really learning. Like seriously. Like for what? Why?
That's good. I'm appreciating the growth. You know,
Yes.
because your
Yeah.
inbox used to be open.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
you
sure.
clocking it, huh? Putting it on the record, okay?
Yeah.
Today.
For the
Yeah.
record, I ain't listen.
Okay.
Listen, I ain't listen. I'm not a simp. I used to be a simp, but I ain't no simp no more. Yeah.
Well, I don't think I met you as a simp. I think you
Nah,
evolved
but
at a time.
I think men think if they have a lot of women that make them a player. Nah, that make you a simp, bro. That make you a simp. If you a man and you got a lot of women, you a simp. Because you
Explain that.
because if you got a lot of women, that mean your life is designed and dedicated to women. That mean whatever direction they going, you going. So you a simp. You falling for whatever trap, whatever thing she got going on. That what you falling for. You working. You risking your life because we was out there risking. I was risking my life. You risking your life, risking your time, risking your energy, risking your health for women. You a simp, bro. You willing to lay down with this woman unprotected. You don't know what disease she got, and you willing to do that. You a simp, bro. You willing to take your check you've been working all week and go out, take her to dinner, go on dates with 5 different women, spend $100 a piece. You spent $500. You a simp, bro. And still ain't getting no coochie.
Lord have mercy.
I'm just saying, listen, if you got 5 different women and you spend $100 per woman, 5 different days, that's $500. You a simp, bro. Because in your mind, you taking what God blessed you with and giving it away to somebody who don't mean nothing to you. You a simp. What's the difference between somebody going to strip club and throwing a hundred?
Did you get it off the chest?
I had to holler at them for, because it's like, bro, end of the day, it's like you're criminalized. If you're not talking to women, you criminalize. If you're talking to too many women, you criminalize. Like, why can't a man just be a man, and why you can't just appreciate that man for who he is and love that man for who he is? If that man going through hard times financially, and if you love this man and like this man, and you got the money, why you can't help the man? Vice versa. If you're a man and your woman going through hard times and you got the money, why you can't help the woman? Why you want to just keep finding other women to fill a void when you could just help this woman that you like?
Your face.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying though.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. This woman is not doing well, health-wise, financially, mentally, emotionally. But you love and like this woman. Why can't you just build this woman? Why you going out there looking for other women? This man is not doing good financially, mentally, emotionally, but you know you got what it takes to help him. Why not help the man instead of looking for other men? Like it's kind of crazy to me. Hey, butterfly in the building.
Butterfly in the sky.
I told Butterfly I ain't gonna sing a song. She like, I'm gonna go on Rashida's side.
I told her I will always sing her song, but you know mine is the Reading Rainbow one. Butterfly in the sky. I can fly twice. Stop, Scar. Hi, Jay. How are you? Don't do that, Scar.
Don't do what? That's a peace sign. That's a peace sign right there.
That definitely wasn't directed at me, and it wasn't for Butterfly either, so cut it out.
You know who that was for.
Look, Butterfly came on my side.
See, Butterfly know what that was for. Butterfly know exactly what that was for. Because you betrayed me as a friend. Butterfly know what I'm talking about? Because you betrayed me as a friend. You already know, Butterfly.
She said that's why she don't mess with you. Yeah. Why you doing her like that?
That's cool because she did. She switched sides. She switched sides. She switched sides.
The love was over here. That's why.
Okay. But that's
love that.
Hey, I love Butterfly. I love Butterfly dearly. But yeah. So that's just how I feel about it. I just really feel like, dang, like my nigga, like she ain't doing good. You got the means to help her. Help her. He ain't doing good. You got the means to help him. Help him. Celebrity Chef Shanita. Hey, DM me, Celebrity Chef Shanita. If you a real celebrity chef, DM that. That's my cousin. I think it's my cousin though.
Okay.
Shanita, what's happening?
Shout out to your cousin. That's
my cousin name. Hey, Shanita, you my cousin? That's my cousin name. Shout out to my cousin, man. But that. Okay. All right, yeah. Hit me up, Shanita, for real.
All right. So Scar said there's.
That's my cousin. Yeah, that's my cousin. Okay. That's what's up, cuz. That's what's happening, cuz. That's what it do, man. Good to see you tapped in. Good to see you tapped in, cuz. We just talking about relationships, man. That's all. You know. So what we got next?
Y'all remember this day? It's June 25th, 2025. Scar said it live. He only has reasons why he loves.
I only have a reason why I love. If somebody has stopped giving me a reason to love, I'm out of there. And no more love. Ain't no more Scar love. Ain't no more human love. It's God love, but ain't no more Scar love. Hey, cuz, how you been doing? I ain't even here. Cuz, I'm gonna hit me up, cuz. I'm gonna holler at you later, cuz, for real. Yeah, so that's all I'm trying to tell you. Like, some people have to give you a reason to love them. Like, why do you love God? Because God gave you a reason. Do you know why God? Do you know why God said He the same yesterday, today, and forever? Do you know why God said He the same today, yesterday, and forever? So you don't have no reason to doubt Him or not to love Him. If God changed, love changed. So if a woman changed, I'ma change. I'm out. I ain't no more love.
Hey, Scar, you know what? You are a very great car salesman. I know you are. You know what? His pause screen on me.
Straight up, man. I was straight up, man. I had to pause for a second because it don't make sense to me.
Well, Butterfly agreed with you. She said, "Yeah, it takes two to love."
Hey, cuz I'm blessed, cuz I'm recovering, still recovering, day to day. We just talking about relationships for real, man. It's trying to get an understanding of what love is, and it's our relationships built on lust of love, and sometimes we get confused, thinking that it's love. It's really lust, and it's not even so much a sexual lust. It's more of a lust of companionship, lust to not be alone, lust to just have somebody. So that's where I'm at with it, you know what I mean? So what we got next?
I don't really have anything else. I guess if you guys had questions.
Hey, now I'm gonna keep tapping in though. I'm gonna keep tapping in. So this is my thing. Why isn't somebody, and everybody respond how you respond, why is somebody so bent up on somebody, and you respond, why is everybody bent up on somebody not being the kind of person that they want, but they still want to spend time with that person? You don't want me, but you still want to spend time with me. What sense do that make?
Okay, so you asked two different questions though, Scar.
That same question. I asked the same question.
If
you don't want somebody, Why spend, if I'm not the person that you want, why you spend time with me? If you don't want me, why you spending time with me? If this woman don't want this woman, why is he spending time with her? What sense do that make? I'm not understanding.
Well, I'm saying that I heard two different things though. At first you said something about like, why does this person want to be with you if it's something that's about you that they don't like or they want to be different?
Yeah, but I'm saying, but I was leading up to the question: if I'm not the one for you, why you want to spend time with me?
You know what I think? I think people base their um, prowess on potentiality. You know, something that they see in you that they believe that you possess
But
and that you could be doing differently or better or improve on. But like you said, that's not really the way to go into a relationship. You just gotta accept that person who they are.
so Pure News said, what if they see them more as a friend? I feel if you see me more as a friend, then why are you still vocalizing what's wrong with me? Like if you just see me as a friend, why are you telling me why you can't be with me? Why are we even talking about being with each other?
What if I said the same thing?
What she said?
She said maybe they put you in a friend zone more than a romance. And then Simone said for some, they don't think they can find better. And some don't want that person to have somebody else.
I think all of those are great points, but I
Mm-hmm.
think the main reason why people do that is because of lust. I think they lust so much. Like I told you, what lust is. Lust is something that you desire for yourself. It has nothing to do with the other person. It's what you want for yourself. You're selfish. You looking for something to benefit you at the time being. And he got a vibe, she got a vibe, so you want it for the time being. That's what you want. But what I'm saying is, listen, it's like Pure News saying, Butterfly Zone just said, Butterfly Zone.
Butterfly zone.
She said that you in the friend zone.
Yeah.
That's why we not romantic. But my thing is this: if we're in a friend zone, why are we talking about relationships? Why are you telling me why won't make a good boyfriend to you? Why am I telling you why you won't make a good woman to me? If we friends,
Well, who introduced that conversation then?
whoever, I'm saying whatever party that's talking about, oh, we can't be together because of this, because of that. Why are we even
Yeah.
talking about that if we just friends?
No, I agree then. I don't think that that should come into the equation or the conversation if you guys are just friends. It shouldn't. It should not come up.
That's the game that people play. That's the lust that people have, man.
The butterfly said friends can tell the truth to one another.
Now friends can't.
Why you don't think friends can?
Friends can't talk about things. Why friends cannot talk about
that particular guest? Yeah.
friends.
Hey,
Friends can't talk about things that have nothing to do with friendship because we
well,
start
okay.
crossing the
Listen,
line.
I agree with that.
We
Then.
crossing the line. Like, why am I telling? Why am I? If you just my friend, why I'm asking you, who you dating, who you going out with, why that nigga calling you? Woo, woo, woo. Why am I even doing all that? We just friends. Like, let's stop playing games. We too old. I'm 40 years old, man.
Yeah.
Like, stop playing with me, man. Please. Like no serious. No, seriously. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with yourself. Like, for real. Like, if you like this man, show this man you love this man and you like this man. Stop playing with this man. If you like this woman, show this woman you like her and love her. Stop playing with that woman. Please.
Yeah.
Stop.
No, Star, you know what? You said more that I agree with today. You know, y'all know how I feel now. Because Star be getting on my nerves. But he actually said more that I agree with today than I disagree.
I'm telling the truth because it's time out to stop playing with people. Like, seriously, people really.
Butterfly said you a changed man.
Yeah, I'm a changed man. Yeah, that's right. And I'm a change. She keep it up. I'm gonna change my number. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to tell you, are you renting out 2085 and stop playing with me, man? But like I said, at the end of the day, people need to stop playing with people and stop saying, hey, I want this, I want that. No, what you want is whatever you want at the time being. If you out on a date with me or another man, I'm just fulfilling that gap right there. You in your mind, you know good and well we not gonna get past this, but I'm just fulfilling this gap for you right now.
So you said you ain't rent them spoons no more.
I ain't renting nigga no more. You can't rent me. You can't rent me to like you know in church when they say standing in the gap.
Yeah.
I'm not standing in the gap no more.
Hey, the gap closed.
The gap is closed like closed.
You put that Invisalign on, didn't you?
I put that Invisalign for real. That gap closed, and to you women out there too, y'all stop being the gap filler. Marie, we appreciate it, Marie. Marie.
Well, I appreciate that, Scar. I feel like you may have freed somebody with that one.
Yeah, stop being gap fillers, man. Like seriously, like stop being that in between time. I'm tired of being the in between time kind of nigga. Like I don't want to keep being the in between time kind of dude, fam. That sounds crazy. Like, I had to sit back and think about it. Like, bro, I just had a stroke. Nah, I just had a stroke September of last year.
Yeah.
Why am I filling in gaps? Why am I being a rental nigga? Like I gotta heal.
Yeah.
My finances got to get in order. Why am I spending time, spending gas, spending energy, spending money on a woman who already told me we not meant to be? So what am I doing?
Yeah.
What we doing, fam?
You playing yourself?
I'm playing myself.
Yeah.
So my advice to everybody out there today is stop being that gap filler. What
Mo
they
said
say?
you ain't trying to be second to Mufasa no more.
I ain't never second. Trust me, I ain't never second. Nah, I ain't never say that. Nah, I ain't never second. I'm the first. I'm the first. But I'm
He
never.
said he ain't that Scar. He is the Scar.
I'm Tefillah Selassie for real. You know what's funny? You know, so I met a girl named Vicky, and Vicky was bad too. I met her in Tampa about 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Vicky bad. I mean, Vicky was bad. And I met Vicky in the mall. So I said, yo. She like, excuse me? I said, yo, what's happening? She like, yeah, don't talk to me like that. I was like, okay. I said, how you doing today? Ma'am, how can I, how you doing today? So she said, I'm doing fine. Woo, woo. So we started talking. She told me I'm boyfriend number 4. Right?
So she put you in rotation.
4.
Okay.
After a couple of days, I went up to 3. After a week or 2, I went up to 2. After a month or 2, like 2-3 months, I was going to 1, but I didn't want the 1. I didn't want number 1 place. All right, let me stay at 2. You know what I mean? Let me stay number 2. But what I'm saying is, what Rashida, what I learned is, why am I giving all this good love? This butter love. Why I'm giving this butter love?
Yeah, we remember the 3 minutes, y'all. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, I last 3 minutes. Why I'm giving all this good 3 minutes to somebody who don't deserve it? Why I'm giving my 3 minutes to somebody who don't deserve it? That's the question I had to start asking myself as of recently. Why even if it's $20, $30, $40, $50, why am I spending $50 on somebody who don't see a future with me, fam? I could put that in the stock market. I could put that somewhere else. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're learning, Scar.
I'm learning.
Good for you.
And I used to go to the strip club because when you go to the strip club and you throw money, you see immediate gratification. When you're in a relationship with a woman, you might not see that gratification immediately. So that's why you go to strip clubs, to get that fast gratification. And what I'm saying is, if I can't get gratification from a woman, then why am I giving my energy, my time, my body to that woman? Whoa, rule. We talking about lust and love. We talking about why be somewhere where you're not wanted? Why keep allowing people to lust after you instead of love you? Like even women who watching right now, you're online showing your body every picture, video you got, and you wonder why you can't find a man. Straight up.
Yeah.
So what else? What question? Somebody? Yeah. Because it's time out. This playing, standing in the gap and playing like a rental nigga. Rent a girlfriend, rent a boyfriend. Like, come on, man.
You in the prayer line?
Who?
You.
Listen, I'm standing in the need of prayer. For
That's
real,
what I'm.
cause I had to say like, yo, this crazy. I had to sit back like this crazy. Like her car broke. I'm out here changing batteries. I'm out here changing oil, changing tires. For what? This ain't my woman. Like, come on, B. Like, I know how to fix cars. I know how to handle cars, and I know how to do construction stuff at the crib. And I used to be an exterminator when I was on probation, so I could kill bugs and everything. When you see a bug in your house, you call me, but you ain't calling me to give me no coochie.
Oh,
I'm just saying. I'm saying when your car break down, you calling me to change your battery, but you're not calling me to help me with my business. You calling me to help you, or you calling me to spend time with you, but you're not calling me to say, hey, how can we work this relationship out with me and you? So why am I even entertaining that, fam? Come on, B.
yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
think the greater question you have to ask yourself is why did you allow yourself to do those things?
Need for gratification. The need for gratification, the need to feel love, the lust, like I said, lust.
Yeah.
Not lusting for her body, but lusting for her validation, lusting for
Yeah.
that gratification. Which means, so that's why I had multiple women, because if she called me to fix a car, she gonna hug me and make me feel good. If she called me to kill some bugs, she gonna make me feel good. If she called me because she like my food, she gonna make me feel good. But right now, I feel good with God. Since I got closer to God, I feel good. You feel me?
Yeah. So that's the relationship you're cultivating right now.
I'm cultivating a relationship with God and myself. And whatever woman that's meant to be in my life, she gonna appreciate me for who I am, and she gonna take me. She gonna say, "Hey, I see what I see in you, what I want to see, and I'm willing to take that chance on you." Until then, any woman who don't want to take a chance on me, what we doing? Shit, what we doing? Hey, butterfly, sheet, what we doing? For real, what we doing, fam? And to you women out there too, you gotta ask yourself what you doing. You and this man talking, kikiing, talking to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. Y'all talking, vibing. Well, what y'all doing, fam? Rashida, all we doing is building up soul ties.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
all,
you think
cause,
soul ties?
cause soul ties just don't come from 3 minutes. Soul ties
Well,
come
I
from.
guess you're right. There's an interweb that we weave, between because it's the hive, right? The mind is the hive, especially like when you think about frequencies that you send out through your thoughts.
That's what I'm saying. So you think about somebody, you talking to somebody, you building up soul ties with that person. So why am I connecting my soul with somebody who don't want me?
Yeah. Well, you're growing. I'm seeing it.
That shit crazy.
Appreciating it. We'll see how long this lasts.
It's crazy. Like I don't even honestly,
How long
Rashida.
this lasts.
When
Next week, we'll be saying
nah,
something
nah,
different.
nah. Hey, honestly, Rashida, since I've been in Atlanta, it's crazy. Since I've been in Atlanta,
Yeah.
I ain't getting no phone numbers.
Well, you haven't tried, have you?
No, I'm saying I haven't tried. I haven't asked.
Yeah, I said you haven't tried.
No, what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is not the fact that I can't get it. I didn't get it because I don't want it. Because at the end of the day, for what?
Yeah.
Like, unless we talking business, I'm gonna pass you a business card, but for what? I don't need more female friends. I need a wife.
Yeah.
I need somebody who's willing to take a chance on me. I need somebody I'm willing to take a chance on.
Yeah. Well, you gotta figure out what. Well, I don't think gotta do. You gotta do nothing.
I ain't gotta do shit. Nothing. Shit. For real.
But
I'm just
if
saying.
that's something that you desire, everything will be added upon you, right?
I'm just saying though, we gotta stop. Listen, the time you spend filling in the gap for somebody else, you gonna miss out on the person you supposed to have.
Yeah.
The time I spent with this girl, you know how many times I spent on dates with a woman who we ain't got nothing going, and I end up meeting a woman who really like me, but I can't holler at that woman because I'm with somebody else. So,
Well, I guess will you actually recognize that person when you see them? Do you think?
will I recognize the person for me?
Yeah.
I think I will. And the way I will recognize the person for me is because she's willing to take a chance. She's not basing her off lust. I mean, I'm not the best looking person in the world. You know what I mean? But I'm a good vibe. So she's not basing it off of the vibe. She like, okay, I'm willing to take a chance. That's how I know that woman for me. If she said I'm willing to take a chance, hey, let's do this. Let's take a chance. If she can't take a chance, we can't dance. Straight up.
Well, hopefully she won't be out here throwing out dice and shooting crap.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. You're never gonna hit. Listen, you can never hit the lotto unless you play the ticket.
That's
I'm just saying.
serious.
I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I think about it. It's refreshing to hear a man doing work to become a husband. There is like 1% of men like that. Whoa, I'm telling you, that's what I'm doing. I'm working on being that.
They got to be new. They new. No disrespect to you, but listen, we've come a long way. I'm gonna get my boy his props though. That's my dude.
I came a long way. You feel me? Like I came a long way.
A very long way.
A long way, B. But you know why? But you know the reason why it took so long to get where I'm at?
Why you think so?
Because I was leading a life of lust, like I lusted for myself. I didn't even love myself. I lusted for myself. Like I lusted to see myself being with a woman, or to see myself getting money, or see myself in a better position. I was lusting for myself. And then when I stopped lusting and started loving, I started realizing, hey, bro, what you doing don't make no sense. You just recovered from a stroke. And if you tell a woman you just recovered from a stroke, how she not understand that and companion, you know what I'm saying, and show you that
Compassion.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I said, hold on, time out. I just recovered from a stroke. I just sold my business. I had a business. I just sold it. I'm building. Hey, she said, Woru said she knew here.
Yeah.
LOL, but props to him. Keep
Thank you.
going.
Welcome to the building.
Hey, I appreciate the love, man. But on a serious note, though, I had to ask myself. I say, I'm explaining my situation, but she don't want to understand my situation, but she want me to understand her situation. We ain't got no situation.
Well, I think it comes with understanding, like mutual understanding and respect, compassion, care, empathy, and love for one another.
You know what's crazy? I was just counting my money the other day, right? I'm counting my money. And I'm looking at my money. I'm like, okay, I've been doing good past couple months. You know what I mean? Like, I've been stacking buildings. So I was like, hold on, I ain't know I had this much or whatever.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you.
I ain't know I had 1,000. I thought I only had 100. You know what I mean? So
Where did extra 9 come from?
right. So anyway, a voice came to my mind and said, "Why are you afraid, bro?" A voice, listen to me. A voice came to me and said, "Why are you afraid?" I said, "Man, I don't know." Like I'm talking to myself. I said, "I don't know." It said, "When have you ever needed? When have you ever had everything you needed and base your decisions on that?" I said, "Never." Like I'm having a conversation with myself. I said, "I've never done anything where I had everything I needed before I did it. I always did it and got what I needed." So now a voice was like, "So what? Why are you afraid now? You counted up this whatever money you counted up. Now you saying you need 50,000 more to make a move, but you've never done that. You've never had 200,000 before you went into this property. You had 10,000, and you took the 10, and you went and found somebody to give you another 10. Did a hard money for 90%, put down 20, and end up getting the 200,000. End up making 50,000. So why are you like that now? I had to ask myself. I'm afraid because I had my stroke, man. I'm talking to myself. This like 2 days ago. I said, man, I had the stroke. I got my family. I got this new move I'm making to Atlanta. I got all these things I'm doing, man. In my mind, I said, bro, I've never made the decision of my future based on me having everything. So same thing with, and so I always took risk, you know what I mean? Same thing with relationships. I've never been in a relationship and waited till I got everything together to get into. So for me, a woman has to be the same way. She can't meet me and want me to be everything she want me to be. What's the fun in that? Hey, we gotta watch each other grow. Like we gotta be there to watch each other grow. I may not be everything you want me to be, but that don't mean I can't. And vice versa.
Yeah.
So just like I'm taking a risk and chance and, you know, stepping out on faith, like people don't understand. Why you moving to Atlanta? Why you doing it? What? Because people don't understand. This is signifying a new mindset for me. Giving myself another hope, another chance. But I almost died. I almost passed away. A few months ago, I almost was out of here, B. So this is like me giving myself, hey man, let's get it.
Yeah.
And until, like I said, till a woman understand that, till a woman really willing to sit there and be like, hey man, let's get it. I'm gonna get it with you. Hey, we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep, hey, shit.
Sorry, you almost brought me to tears.
What you crying for, man? What you crying for, Sheena? Stop crying. Quit the crying. I don't need to hear all that. I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah.
I had to talk to myself like, bruh, you don't need everything to get everything. All you need is just step out on faith. So that's what I'm doing. I'm stepping out on faith. You know what's crazy? I'm going apartment hunting, right? Because, you know, I've been looking for a place to live.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I used to drive to 10 different apartments. Now I got to drive to 3 because I get tired faster. I get, you know, stuff is happening with my mind. My body is healing, so my mind is healing. Stuff is, so, which means I got to use my time more wisely.
Yeah.
So I told myself, you know what? Whatever decision I make, whatever place I'm, see, a lot of people don't know this. They see me up moving around. They might think I'm looking good, you know, but they don't know the recovery process that it's taken for me. You know what I mean? Hey, War Rule, DM me if you know how to, you know, got some investing thing we can do. DM me, definitely. But I told God, whatever decision I make, let it be the best one. Because I can't do like I used to do, look at 20 places. I can't spend $3,000 a month on rent like I used to. I can't buy no property right now, you know what I mean? Because you got to show the W-2, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, whatever decision I make, let it be the best one. Same thing in relationship with a woman. I used to be looking for the right woman. I don't want the right woman now. I want the righteous woman. Not the right woman, the righteous woman. Because the righteous woman is going to end up being exactly what I need. The right woman is going to be what I need. But what if I change? She will no longer be right for me. The right man might be the right man for you now, but what if you change? Will he still be right for you? So that's what changed for me. I ain't looking for the right woman. I'm looking for the righteous woman. You feel me?
Well, explain a little bit more, if you don't mind, like what you mean by the righteous woman.
Okay, the righteous woman is
more of a biblical, scriptural, spiritual but some people don't know what that means.
The word righteous is not even, I don't think it's even a religious word.
Well, I mean,
Is it? A person that you equate with, like acquaintance,
mhm.
is nothing but a mirror of who you are.
Yeah,
Like you just said. It's not, I don't think it's like you learning from the person. You learning from yourself.
yeah,
Because if I'm putting in if I'm sitting here dealing with this, bro, what I had to really ask myself, why counsel, Scar, why are you dealing with this, bro? Like no, seriously, like Rasheed, like you're a beautiful woman. You never ask yourself, you got a career, you educated. You ever ask yourself, why am I putting up with this?
yeah. But I don't put up with a lot of people though, Scar.
I'm just saying, and have you ever been in a position
Yes,
where,
absolutely,
so
100%.
so that's where I finally got to. Like, bro, why are you putting up with this, bro? Like, you not broke. You not like, bro. You look like, but fam, you got like, fam, you that
Lord,
dude, be like, son, like, bro, you that guy, son. So why are you putting up with that, B? Hey,
but do you think that that's like because you're conquer? Well, you are a hunter by nature.
I'm who?
That's the human side of you. The man human side is like a hunter by nature, like wanting to, you know, conquer whoever the conquest is at the time.
Yeah, but how you conquering when you getting devoured?
Yeah, but
You
that's a trick. That's a trick. You know, a sleight of hand, pretty much, when you think that it's one thing, but it's really something else.
That's what I'm saying. So but how am I conquering if I'm getting devoured? How am a man conqueror, a victorious man, when I'm meeting these women and they breaking me down to pieces? They getting me off my focus. They're telling me what I'm not and making me feel discouraged. Let me tell you something. A woman never knows what discouragement a man is going through because he's not going to voice it because that makes him look less than a man. So to constantly pinpoint problems within a man, you don't know how you're breaking that man down. Vice versa. To constantly pinpoint problems in a woman, you don't know how. Like when you're breaking that, you don't know what you're doing. So for me, I had to really sit back and understand like you can't give your energy away to everybody because they might take it and then tell you it's not enough. And now you feel like you ain't got enough, so now you ain't trying to give it to nobody else.
Yeah.
So I had to learn. See, that's another thing I had to learn. Like that's what I mean. I'm getting conquered. I'm thinking I'm conquering, but I'm getting conquered because this woman, even though I'm with this woman, she's telling me that I'm not enough. Even though you with this man, he basically telling you that he's not enough, that you're not enough. So now you've got to go back in your rabbit hole and feel like you got to do more healing. But in reality, you're already good enough for somebody. So that's why
Yeah.
you got to be careful.
Like willing to build with you.
Right? Who willing to see past that? Like, fam, like, let me tell you something. The most money I made in my life, the reason why I'm here talking to y'all right now, and even got a dollar to my name, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's because I go to the auction, I find cars that's damaged, I fix the car and I sell the car. When somebody else will make 1,000 off the car, I make 3,000 off the car because I buy it cheaper, I fix it for less, and I sell it. Because I'm willing to see the value in that, even though it's smashed up. Somebody else gonna look at it like, man, that's a piece of junk. I'm gonna look at it and say, okay, I know what I can do. I'm gonna price everything out. I know how much it's gonna cost me to fix, and I'm gonna make more profit margin on it. Same thing with life. You got to be with somebody that can see that. They got to see the value, even though it's beat up, even though it's broken, even though it's. And don't compare me to the last dude. So
Well,
that's it.
that kind of goes back to an earlier conversation that we had, even on this live when you were talking about. Now, these were your words, not mine. That this young lady was out of her mind or
A
something
psychopath.
to that effect. Would you say?
She's a psychopath.
Psychopath. Thank you for reminding me what you
Yeah,
said.
psychopath.
I don't feel comfortable saying that because you know I work in mental health, so that's
Bro,
not something I would
I ain't
say.
even joking. I'm not joking. She seriously.
Okay.
But go ahead.
But so those people who have who need healing mentally, do you feel like even those people are folks that you would be willing to help through that if they had some other resources and things about them that work for them?
Well, in the auction industry, in the
Because you
car.
talked about the car being beat up, so I would
Hold on
listen.
now. Hold on
Right
now.
back.
Hold on now. In the auction industry, the car industry, if a car is beat up, it's classified as a rebuilt title, like a
Okay.
salvage title. So which means it can be salvaged if it's repaired and then inspected. Then you can put it on the road. But then
Yeah.
they got some cars that's called certificate of destruction, which means no matter what you do, the DMV will not allow this car to get re-registered. I don't buy certificates of destruction. So I'm not buying CD. So I'm not, we call it CD. So I'm not buying no certificate. I'm not dating a woman who's not repairable. No. Just like I don't buy cars that's not
That
repairable.
they irreparable, beyond repair, huh?
I beyond repair. I'm not doing that. And I don't buy cars with blown engines, blown transmission, major problems. I don't buy cars with major problems.
Okay.
I wouldn't date a woman with major problems. Not for me. Somebody else can do about it. Minor problems good, but she's a psychopath. No, I can't. No, there's nothing I can do.
Okay.
So I'm just keeping it real with y'all. As men and as women, we gotta stop, man. We gotta really stop. We really gotta stop just giving ourselves away to anybody and they making us feel like we ain't enough. So now we crawl back in our hole and stop trying. I can't do that no more, man. No. I'd rather keep it.
Take the love back.
I'm telling ain't no love. Love gone. That love gone. I'm not gonna keep giving out love and keep getting spit on. Nah, that's crazy. Nah, it's straight. You take a chance on me, I take a chance on you. Let's do it. Other than that, we ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Straight up, B.
Well, are you flexible though? Because you seem to be very set in your ways.
Set in what way? I'm set. I'm focused. I'm locked in. If you can't focus on if you can't be locked in on me, like you got to be locked in on me, baby. I'm sorry, you got to be locked in on me. Like,
I'm being flexible in terms of like I don't want to call it a standard, but maybe paradigm, maybe the way you operate, the way you think. Are you flexible?
what you mean?
Because some people have like unrealistic expectations.
What flexible with what though? What part? Like, I don't know.
Okay, so I'm saying if someone has, let's say, and this is just very minute thing, right? Like, okay, I have to have someone who um, makes a certain amount of money, right?
Right.
Let's say that is your thing. You need to be making 6 figures or more. I'm asking, are you flexible? Because you're saying that the person that you want to be with, you're willing to grow with them and you're willing to like create a foundation. So what if that person is not quite there with your hard no?
Yeah, I don't base my standards on material things though.
All right, I'm saying for an example.
Okay, no.
Okay.
Because the reason why I say no because I base the people I'm around off of the kind of person they are. So no, I'm not flexible to someone who's not compassionate. No, I'm not flexible to somebody who's not understanding. I'm not flexible to that. No.
Okay. Well, then I mean that makes sense.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I say. When you say material things, then yeah, I'm flexible, but I don't base who I'm with off of that. Let me tell you something. Every woman I ever been with, I can't say that. I ain't even gonna go there.
No,
But I was just about to lie to y'all. Hold on.
yeah, I know. That's why I said you better move on along.
I said every woman I've been with ain't had nothing, but I can't say that. Basically every woman I dealt with had something, but it wasn't. They didn't have compassion. Woe Rule say, do I believe in 50-50? Nah, I believe in 100-100. Ain't no 50-50. We 100 of me and 100 of you, baby. That's it, B. Ain't no 50-50. 100, son. For real. Yeah. So Rashid, let me ask you a question. As a woman, would you want a man to be flexible to fit you in his life?
It depends on the flexibility. Like if you're saying the character counts, right? You're saying the morals and values.
Right.
No, no. But like you said, flexible with the material, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I would never base. I used to base my relationships off material. Like that, my woman had to make more money than I did. Like that's how I keeping it real. My woman had to make more money than me.
Lord, have
Yeah,
mercy.
my woman. Listen, my woman. Let me tell you something about my women. My women are real deal. So I ain't gonna hold you. But then I started dating a woman who didn't, and I realized they all the same, full of shit, all of them.
Hey, Scott, what you say earlier that I was laughing at when
Oh, I
about
said
the busting
what I said. What I said. I said I dated. What I said. I said so.
You dated women that you lusted after that didn't
I
work.
dated a woman that I lusted after. It ain't last.
Yeah.
I dated a woman that I love. It still ain't last. So I realized, hey, it is what it is. All the same.
This is
It's
serious.
all the same.
Listen.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what it is. I'm not flexible when it comes to things that I bring to the table. And hey, I just want somebody to believe in me, man. Like I might not be exactly what you need right now, but I just need somebody to believe in me, and I'm gonna believe in you. Yeah. But I think a lot of people base their the relationship they in off material things and physical things. I think that's what they do, like the way they feel, rather than what the purpose is.
Yeah.
So you gonna miss out on something beautiful because you so busy thinking about now. You know how many people dated somebody for now, and then a year, 2 years, 3 years down the line, they like, what did I get myself into?
Right. Because I mean, well, it goes back to like what you said about being right and righteous.
Right.
Um, because those things could be right for you in that moment, but it doesn't necessarily mean that in the long run it's something that's sustainable.
Correct. And that's why, like I tell people listening, being right is for the moment, time being, but being righteous is somebody who's willing to adapt to the situation. So you don't want to write a right man for you, because if you change, he's going to be right for you in that level you was at. You want a righteous man, so whatever level you get to, he's going to adapt. And that same woman with me, like, man, you got to adapt. I'm always adapting. Like, I'm always moving. I'm always up driving. I'm always doing something. Like, man, you got to adapt, babe.
Yeah.
You got to adapt, man. Like,
You better keep
yeah.
up with Scar. Now, Scar talk about he could go to 3 places, but Scar be moving.
I be moving though. I be for real. But that's why I be tired though too, because I be moving around. I be here. I be there. I be grinding. So it's. I would need a woman who could kind of like help me settle down. You know what I mean? Help me have a foundation. Help me. Help me, my nigga. Like help me. I'm gonna help you. And I'm speaking in regards to men and women out there. Like if y'all see somebody y'all like and see and vibe, and help them, man. Don't be afraid of getting rejected. Don't be afraid of them turning their back on you. Don't be afraid of that.
Yeah. But I also want to throw a little caution in there too. Like, don't just be out here just doing everything for everybody.
No, but we already told them what to look for, like in regard to their standard. So if they meet the requirements of your non-flexibility, take a chance. If they meet the standard of your compassion, the standard of your love, take a chance. Like, hey, cause I'm about to take me a chance. I'm taking me a leap of faith, man. Like I'm moving to Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah. Dive in.
I'm diving. Now, don't say that. Don't say it like that, cause that sounds very lustful. I'm not gonna dive. I'm not diving into nothing right now.
was not
Oh,
thinking
okay.
about that.
I thought you were talking about diving in for real. Cause I don't know.
We see where your mind at.
That's off limits.
See, I didn't even. Nope.
That's the
Moving
off
right
limits.
along.
Off limits.
Moving right along. We were just.
So,
I was encouraging you.
Yeah, move right along.
You know, full fledged into what you're trying to do.
And that's what I'm on. I'm joking, but that's what I'm on though. That's the mindset I have. I have a mindset of hey, you take a risk on me, I'm gonna give you all I got. You put me in the position, I'm gonna give you everything I got, man. And that's where I'm at with life right now. You know. But if you play with me, you gonna get played with.
Lord.
Straight up.
Wow.
You know what I realized, Rashida? I'm not even turned on. Maybe because I'm older. I'm not even. What's you?
Alright, let me silence.
What you got going on? I'm not even turned on if I don't have a real genuine connection with somebody.
Yeah.
If I don't have a genuine connection with somebody, I'm not even turned on by that person, man. Because for so long, I've been giving my body my.
Why would you do that on live? Nobody wants to see that.
I've been giving my tongue away, and I'm speaking in regards to men though. A lot of men like me, giving your tongue away, giving your private area away to a woman who means nothing to you, and vice versa. You as a woman, you've been giving your mouth away, your body away to a man who means nothing to you. It's time for us to stop that. So I don't even want to lay down with nobody if we ain't doing that. What we doing? Like for real, like if we.
So Scott, are you waiting until you get married?
Yes.
Like until y'all married?
I ain't say all that, man. I see. I'm waiting.
That was a valid question.
I'm waiting until commitment.
Okay.
When we committed, then we could do something. But other than that, what we having sex for?
Yeah.
For what? Come on, B.
Slow it down. Slow down, like Bobby V said, right?
Slow down.
He said he's
I
trying
wanna
to
get to know you. Hey, shout out Bobby V, man. I salute Bobby V. He gave my artists I was managing their first show. So shout out Bobby V, man. Bobby Valentino, man, for real. But yeah. So at the end of the day,
y'all can get to know each other though.
Who?
Well, you and whoever.
Would you say that again?
I said slow down so y'all can get to know one another.
Okay, I was about to say,
I said who, and I said you and whoever
I was about to say, I don't know if I want to get to know. I don't know. I'm about to say, I don't know if I want to get to know Bobby V like that, though, for real.
Oh, Lord.
He kind of. But, I ain't gonna put his business out there, though. But like I said, man, God is good.
Yo, you like an old church lady, like, I ain't the one that gossips.
Hey, I ain't gonna tell you, hey, you Google them, you'll see what I'm saying. But that's all I'm trying to tell y'all today is like, seriously, man, stop giving your body, your energy, your time, your sex away to people who don't mean nothing to you, man.
Yeah.
Like you're more valuable than that. Even if a man listening, my brother, we more valuable than that, bro. Can't let society tell us that the more sex we have with women, the more women we have, the more valuable we are. That's crazy. So my value as a man is based on how many women I have? That's crazy to me. It's crazy that I used to think like that.
For yourself now.
Say it again?
You set the standard for yourself.
I know, but society made me think, all the men think the more women they got, the more valuable they are. But that ain't how.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If somebody not willing to go
off. Your business.
Say it again. What you say?
I'm being funny. I said they be out here to spread their business.
Like crazy.
No, they can only give you two.
Like wildfire. Do you know what make the most valuable people in this world valuable?
What do you think it is?
The less accessibility that somebody has to them. accessibility to them.
Yeah.
The most valuable people in this world live secluded away from everybody. So when I realized that, with the help of Pure News and a few other people, I said, okay, well, it's time for me to get not on Epstein Island, but it's time to me. It's not definitely not on Epstein Island, but it's time for me to islandize myself, uh, isolate myself. It's time for me to isolate myself to this island, and whoever willing to get on this ship and go see me in this island, then we gonna make something shake.
Yeah. I agree with that. I'm not
That's it.
accessible to everybody either.
That's it. You can't be, cause you know where that gets you.
Trouble.
Get you trouble, man. And see, you're a woman. You're a woman. You're how can I say? You're a curvy woman. So a lot of men look at you like a lunchable. You know what I mean?
Not lunchable.
A lunchable, right?
I'm giving you a face, but continue.
But you know what I mean. What you always say? Okay, they look at a lot of men look at you like a box of pizza.
Okay. All right. Keep
You
going.
understand what I'm saying? So, all right. So men looking at you like a lunchable. Some men probably. And what I mean by lunchable is like a quick snack. They're not willing to, take you in the kitchen and boil the rice and boil the beans and bake. They're not willing to get to know you in completely. So they look at you like a snack. And same thing with me. Women look at me like a snack. I need a woman that's gonna put me in the fryer, season me, marinate me overnight.
You the entree, huh?
I'm the entree. Don't listen. I'm the I'm the entree, the dessert, the appetizer, and the sampler.
Well, I don't necessarily want to be devoured like that. I would love for us to commiserate and have commonality, common interests, things that I can learn from you, you can learn from me. So yeah, that takes time to attract the right person for you.
But a lot of people don't want to take that time, but they want what come with it. Like you don't want to take the time to get to know somebody in and out. You just want to get what come with it. But a Lunchable, you crack it open, you eat it right away.
Yeah.
Yes, fast food, but it's not satisfying. It's not gonna fill you. Food that you make at the crib, like I made this food tonight, it filled me up. It satisfied me, and I got enough left over to share with my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want a kind of woman where it satisfy me, and I can take her around my family, and she plus to my family. I can take her in my business. She a plus in my business. I can take her to church, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you should want in a woman and a man. Somebody that can satisfy you, not just romantically, but in every area of your life. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's how I look at it.
I agree with that.
Yeah, so today was a great day of revelation. I'm glad everybody learned and saw the truth. And hopefully today's conversation helped y'all to stop playing, filling in the gap.
Yeah.
Who that is? Andrea Michelle.
Right.
Who you looking at? And Andrea Michelle looking at somebody. Who you looking at, baby girl?
Yeah. She looking at you.
She ain't looking at me.
Back. Remember Lunchable?
You trying to snack on me, baby? Is you trying to snack on me? That's what I want to know. You trying to snack on me? I just had a conversation. Ain't no snacks over here, baby girl.
Yeah.
Ain't no snacks.
Y'all will be sadly disappointed. Ain't no snacking going on over here either.
Rashida, stop that.
What?
Stop that.
Stop
now you
what?
said we not gonna be lying no more.
What do you mean?
You said ain't no snacking going over here.
I'm talking about for myself.
Oh, so you not snacking?
No. Snacking on what?
Oh, you not snacking on nobody?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I ain't saying it like I'm repulsed by it. I'm just saying like that's just not my ministry right
Okay.
now.
So is somebody snacking on you?
Ain't nobody snacking on me. No. You know when God sets you apart at certain times in life.
So that's where you at right now?
He put me up.
So he keeping you?
He keeping me.
you.
Till the right one comes along. Yeah.
Till the right one come along.
Yeah, I'm not seeking it out. I'm just chilling, doing my thing.
All right. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say.
Wait, Scar, now I would, if of all people,
Well,
I would not lie to you about that, Scar.
no, I didn't say you were lying. I just said whatever you say. I agree with you. Whatever you say.
Just nod your head.
Whatever, nigga. Whatever, nigga.
Nah, for real. Like, you making an assumption, but nah. I don't,
No,
like
I'm
you
just
said,
joking.
okay, if you said people trying to snack on you,
Yeah.
right? You already know what they're about.
Right.
So you're not going to accept everybody who want to be Scooby-Doo.
Nah. For real.
So yeah, you have to have that discernment, and you have to have the discipline and know that your validation doesn't come from other people trying to pick you up.
That's real.
That comes from within. That comes from your higher power, whoever you believe in. That's who that comes from. So if those things are not in order, anybody that comes along the way can trick you out your position.
Trick you right off your spot. Nah, you're right. You ain't lying.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody came. The lady who was looking at me, she say, "I need the full course, no snacks." Hey, listen. Hey, listen. If you want the full course, are you willing to marinate it, baste it, boil it, chop it to your babe, wish you thick and thick, chocolate, tune it up.
Run it back.
For real.
Yeah, a lot of people want it, and then they get in like, what is this?
Oh man, like bro, take it to the food ain't ready yet. It ain't ready yet.
Nope,
Hey.
still making oven.
That's funny, man. That's funny, man. Andrea Michelle, Gen 8. Okay, if you ready to cook it, boil it, drop it, till it, babe, but this drop it, if you willing to do that,
Not format it.
yeah, DM me for real. Nah,
hey,
bro, that's what
we
it is.
say though, accessibility, right?
It says, hey, that's why the DM protect you.
Yeah.
The direct messages protect you. And I would encourage everybody to keep DMing me. Don't call me. DM me. Yeah, so.
Well, I will say I am grateful that, we did connect on a very platonic level.
For sure.
It wasn't nothing like that.
And I think I came into your life to help you.
Maybe.
You helped me by telling me, hey, let's do this podcast. But I think I helped you to let you understand that somebody can change. Because I know you thought I couldn't change.
Yeah.
You thought I couldn't change.
My friend, I can call you a friend now.
You thought I couldn't change. I hit you the color purple.
Because you were very inflexible, y'all.
Yeah.
He was so set in his ways.
Sometimes you gotta say it to understand it. Sometimes you gotta sit back and be like, man, this life ain't getting me nowhere that I wanted it to go. You know what I mean? And that just, sometimes you gotta really reflect and say, man, I am the bearer of bad news in my life. I'm accountable. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Well, I'm loving it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Version of you. And I know you're ever evolving.